We decided to go with a silent intro this time. Welcome back.
Nobody talk. Just silently play the video game. Make the audience think that we're suffering audio problems.
Oh man, those are my least favorite YouTube videos. Welcome back, everybody. I thought I'd...
Hey Harry, I found a pebble in my shoe, and it tastes a lot like Hermione's sock.
I have concerns about you, Ron. They're not the usual ones.
I had concerns before, but
I had concerns before, but as it turns out, the more I talk to you, boy, the way worse my concerns for you become.
You sound like my mom.
God damn it.
Hitbox.
Yeah, the 3-foot hitbox around him.
I too have played League of Legends.
How would you feel if I told you there's a cat on my lap now?
I would be jealous just because this means you've been chosen.
I have been chosen. She's purring like crazy. It's picking up on the mic.
It means there's a life form that loves you.
I don't know about that.
Tolerates you.
Maybe. I think it's a life form that knows that I supply food, shit, sand, and water.
Shit, sand.
I've never heard it referred to as such, but that works.
Yeah.
I had to clean their shit sand today. I was not happy because this little munchkin here, Claire, she's a really cute little calico, and she really loves putting half of the litter on the floor for some fucking reason.
Oh, both of our cats do that. And
she'll go in the litter box and just shove it all, and she's like, "Finally, I can poop in peace."
We have one of those self-cleaning litter boxes, and it's really nice. You just have to like replace the tray every so often, but there's like a number on it that goes up per day or something, and if they say that it's got it when it gets to like 50, that's when you're supposed to replace it. Our time frame has gotten smaller and smaller with one of our cats, who will just decide, oh, nope, the number's too high, I'm gonna shit in the office today.
Oh.
I'm
glad I don't have to deal with that. This cat does leave little pity shits and petty shits. Two flavors. She'll leave pity shits if she's upset because someone else is upset. She'll leave a little nuggie near you. But if there's also any mild inconvenience, she'll walk up to you, take a little like Bernie Bot's flavored bean size shit next to you and leave, just to let you know. And then the other cat, she doesn't shit. She takes dumps. You want to hear a gross
creatures?
You want to hear a gross and embarrassing moment I had today?
Sure.
So I was talking with somebody. I did like the classic cheeky little toot, as you do.
As you do.
I did a cheeky little toot, but then it didn't stop for another 90 seconds.
That is no longer a cheeky little toot, my friend. That is
an abuse of power.
I had enough time to realize I'm still farting. Oh God.
What if I never stop?
Yeah, it was
that
like
momentary horror and realization as you're like, if it just never stops.
What was that?
Whoa.
Oh God, the world sped up.
I'm playing it on an emulator, I swear. I don't have a fast forward button. Ow.
But like, it was that moment on top of, where is this coming from? My body is telling me that it's all gone, but apparently we're gonna rev up like a really old engine you found in a junkyard.
One of the bacteria in your body tested plane shift, the elemental plane of gas.
Well, Aaron, plane shift has to do with gravity and altering gravity.
And rolling a die to see what plane you're on in Magic the Gathering. Or no, that was plane chase.
Audience, you can't hear it, but Aaron's disappointed in me.
I'm making a face. There is no sound, but He absolutely can hear when I'm making that face.
I get like a cosmic sense of the disappointment face. Sometimes some people think of like what would Jesus do or like what would I do. I always think what would Aaron do? That's where wisdom truly lies.
How will Aaron judge me when I do this?
Yeah, that's probably more accurate. It's just like, how will this old man think of me if I perform this action?
Would this be a sigh or you know what? That's pretty cool. What if I just massacring these gnomes for no reason?
They had it coming. Like
but
that.
You have so much in common with them, like your ass and balls just hanging out.
Should be looking for the common ground that you have with these potato gnomes, Harry.
I mean, Hermione loves them just as much as she loves you.
Your lack of knowledge on Harry Potter, Jeremy, makes me really happy.
I keep forgetting that he doesn't know anything. He's just making.
Do you want me to describe the Harry Potter story as I know it?
Yes, please. Absolutely.
I actually would love to hear this magic. Please do.
All right, I would love for this to get animated because it'll make people cringe, but let's put that out there. So there's this orphan guy. I guess his parents were murdered in the back alley of a theater, like Batman style. Not too sure how that happened. I know good old no-nose wrinkle face did it. And then he was left on his aunt and uncle's doorstep, who were absolutely terrible and would have child protective services called on them in literally an instant.
So
he gets a letter saying, hey, go to boarding school. You're miserable anyway. At least you won't be near them. And he's like, okay, I'll go.
So far, not
and
wrong.
Then he gets there, but on the way there, he has to buy a stick. And then there's this big old dude who's like, hey, man, I like you. I'm going to help you. So he gets a pet owl that's actually just a carrier pigeon that's really expensive. And he gets a stick, and he can go pew-pew with it. And then he spends a lot of time learning magic stuff, and it all sounds dumb. At some point, he meets his dad, who I guess is a prison. His dad has like dad's friend or brother who's like a prisoner somewhere in Alcatraz. Oh, there's
Not
werewolves
wrong.
and stuff, but don't worry about it. There's a flying car that gets stuck in the weeping willow tree, or no, whomping willow tree. I remember that because I thought that tree was cool. Then a lot of drama. You think Snape's the bad guy the whole time, but in actuality, he's actually a pretty decent person, kind of. Not completely, but kind of.
I mean, he's an asshole still, but yeah.
He's a good guy, but a bad person.
Well, I forgot to mention Dumbledore randomly changed appearances and nobody talked about it.
Yes.
Let's see what else. Turns out that weird white dude with a turban who looked really weird was actually really weird and on a no-fly list, and his name was actually Voldemort. And fun fact, Voldemort's actually a lich. So Harry has to find all, three or four of his phylacteries to kill him. But I think he learns that he's a phylactery because he's the orphan of two people this dude killed. And then a bunch of magic happens. People call him a piece of shit because he's being edgy and moody because he's of that age now. He does it, and then you think like, oh, him and Hermione will get married, but no, Hermione and literally the essence of somebody drinking mercury-laced water get married, and then Harry marries a random girl that isn't there because he needs to have a happy ending too, I guess. Oh, and in between there's at some point where there's a cup, and it was like a pull a name out of a hat kind of cup, but somebody put Harry's name in there even though he wasn't eligible, but because apparently rules don't matter if it's for story, they're like, all right, well, your name was in there anyway, fuck it, you can go. That whole movie was pretty pointless. The whole movie was pretty pointless. They played big chess once, and that was really cool, except the chess pieces kind of looked like really, really bad Risk pieces. What else? Oh, there's a hippogriff, I think. I like that. There's a little baby dragon thing, I think. That was cool. I think his name's like Nerbert or something stupid like that. I don't know. Oh, Harry has a scar on his head because the guy who killed his parents was like, hey, it'd be really cool if I tagged this kid's head like a wall with spray paint, so he did it. What else?
I love this.
There's so much good lore.
This is
amazing.
Beautiful.
Somebody get J.K. Rowling on the horn.
And then for some reason Hermione's now black, which that's fine, but I don't know why you have to specify that like 15 years after the last book came out.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing that actually happened, isn't it?
But J.K. Rowling turns out big piece of shit, which is great. What else? Oh, half of Harry's teachers are literally just terrible people, and the few good teachers he has are dead or fired. I know that's true.
It's like in the real school system.
There's a lady in the bathroom who keeps crying because like she dropped her tampon or something. I think she might be a ghost, but looked like she died of shitting.
Oh goodness.
Hagrid's the best character, like the best humanoid character in the series, because he's just a really nice guy, and he keeps getting fucked over because he's helping kids who need his help and have nowhere else to turn to. He's kind of like if the guidance counselor also had a joint in his pocket. Also, for some reason, he has his own house on the property, but he doesn't get to sleep in the castle. And it seems like all the descriptions of Hagrid either make him kind of short or abnormally tall and nowhere in between. Oh, the other cool part about Ron Weasley is he's a dumb oaf, but his brothers are alright, and they're kind of chads. And his mom is definitely the kind of lady who'd buy you vodka when you're 15 having a party at her house.
Around drinking.
There's that one scene where Harry gets a cart with his luggage and runs into a wall because he's stupid. Then there's another scene where he tries to eat a bunch of ashes in a fireplace and despawns.
Just the random collection of lore this man has is beautiful.
I love it.
I could keep going. I got some more.
Please do. Look at this flying.
Malfoy is just a spoiled brat. And the fact that Malfoy is like one of the major villains in the story to begin with is stupid because he's just a spoiled brat whose dad was also a spoiled brat. He's like the equivalent of like the Vanderbilts or the Rockefellers.
You know, I was thinking about Malfoy as a bully not too long ago, and like I've had some serious bullies in my life, but I've always had like, there's always that one point where they're like, hey man, I forgot my pen, can I borrow one from you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then you like have a small side conversation, you find out they're not that bad, and then you're usually like over it for a while. Harry and Malfoy just never have a moment.
No, Malfoy, I know this much, like actual Harry Potter. Malfoy had that moment, and Harry was like, yeah, but you like the girl I kind of like who doesn't like me, so I want to tell the school that you're going to bring a trench coat to school tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus. Speak of the devil.
I was just mentally thinking as we were talking about this, I'm like, I feel like there's a point, and I can't quite pinpoint exactly where it happens in the books, but it feels like the roles reverse between Malfoy and Harry.
They 100% do.
And like Harry starts, because around book 4 or 5, he starts hitting a edgy teenager phase, and he actually starts pushing back. And Malfoy's just the one trying to survive this really tough boarding school life.
Yeah, you're right. There is a point after Malfoy joins with like the Dark Wizard, where Harry becomes an unsufferable jerk.
Definitely by book 6, it's definitely shoe on the other foot here. Malfoy is just trying to get by with a lot of stress, between school and, the dark wizards being like, hey, you got to do this thing or else, we're going to do bad things to your family.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
would you
that's
like
a
me
very
to
fair point.
describe Quidditch, by the way?
Please do.
So, they're wizards, right? And J.K. Rowling's like, wouldn't it be funny if they rode brooms and I made a sport that's literally just handball, but there's a lot of goals, and sometimes somebody will throw a clementine in and you have to catch it, and if you catch it, you win.
I love it.
Another cool part about Harry Potter. They actually trust these kids, who I have to remind you are children. They're like, hey, here's this whole secret society of people who are essentially higher beings. Don't tell anybody. Bye. Go home for the summer. Don't use any of your magic and don't tell anybody. Bye. Have fun.
I mean, they know if you do.
Yeah, they do. And they know if somebody on your property does.
I feel like at that point, why even send them home? Just have them stay and have it be like a free summer. Like, hey, you can stay in the dorms and go like play in the woods or like go visit town or whatever.
They do eventually.
Also, can we talk about
get to visit?
Go
town.
ahead.
They do eventually get to visit the town when they're 13.
I will say Hogwarts is literally a fire hazard.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably a big reason why a lot of this.
Why did Harry call that painting a pig snout?
It was the password.
That's pretty fucking rude.
I forget. Did the portraits decide the passwords?
Yes.
So the lady picked that one.
Yep.
Okay, good.
It's actually Miss Piggy. You're trying to become Kermit, just Kermit.
I actually was I was actually resisting the urge. It was difficult. Especially because my Kermit's not actually that good.
Kermit the Frog here. I'm at Hogwarts. And that's what I call it. Miss Piggy's on the way. I get it.
God. Oh no.
But it's okay because fun fact, according to Muppets canon, I actually have a new girlfriend who isn't an abusive piece of shit. That's actually true.
This is uncanny, and I don't like it.
He has a new girlfriend who's a pig, who's a lot thinner and a lot hotter for like a Muppet.
So he got rid of Miss Piggy and found,
Oh, there was like a whole, like, they did like TV interviews and it was a big scandal.
It was, and it's to the point like where Miss Piggy's still in it, but now she's a really jealous and toxic ex.
This is getting a little real for me, and I don't like it. Gosh, he said it.
Yeah.
Harry, you can't say that anymore, man.
Yeah, I'm going to Twitter and I'm gonna cancel Harry. I can't believe he said this. I'm literally shaking and crying right now.
Oh, you can't. You
favorite...
can't go to Twitter anymore. Elon Musk allows that kind of language.
True. My favorite Harry Potter book is Harry Potter and the Kidney Stone.
The Kidney Stone.
Harry Potter and the Kidney Stone.
Pretty sure that door opens somehow.
Harry Potter and the Pensioner of Alakazam.
I thought Alakazam was a made-up magic word. No, it is one of the magic words.
And who can forget the classic of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 7? Because for some reason they had to split that one book into 2 movies.
Oh no!
When I know for a fact that second movie could have been 45 minutes long at most, and it would have been fine.
You're probably not wrong.
Also,
I was thinking of, there was a meme a while back, which was like the Harry Potter books, but it's actually just named from Dark Lord's perspective. It's just named from Voldemort's perspective.
ooh.
Just like Harry Potter and that year I spent attached to the back of a guy's head.
Yep. I did see
Harry
that.
Potter, and I didn't do much this year. Harry Potter, and he kills my past me.
Harry Potter and the colonoscopy of secrets. So what are these shadow figures?
They're the prefects. I'm sneaking around at night. I'm breaking curfew, and these guys are.
He's breaking curfew, and they're checking to make sure that he's got his vaccination card on him, and he does not.
Yeah, these guys are the snitches. The actual snitches, not the thing they use in Quidditch.
Like, Harry, man, you gotta get your Vax card up to date. Me doing that Shaggy voice made this cat run over to me with the force of 1,000 chunky monkeys. Oh my god. What do you want? Gus, what's your favorite time?
10:30.
Oh, well, we got a bit to go there, but one of my favorite times is it's time for next time.
Next time.
Next time.
If there is one.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see.
Totally next time.
Got him.
Got him.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.